to KV School Education. Today I am going to say the reading C of first unit of class 10, that is I will do it. So it is a lesson, it is a story based upon. So in this unit there are 3 readings, A reading, B reading and C reading. So it is comes under C reading, so that is I will do it. So guys, it is very interesting chapter and also it is very motivational for people who concentrate on studies. So just listen it, don't skip this video till end. Okay, I will do it. So let us start this lesson. Children, open just page number 22. So it is given. So let us start it. So it is a motivational chapter. Okay, he was short, he was sharp, he was the brightest boy in the class. His seniors used to ask him to solve the difficulties in science. He could have gone unnoticed in a crowd, but once you ask him a question related to physics or maths, there was a spark in his eyes. He could grasp the theories of science faster. So once we'll see the meaning of this paragraph. So he was short. So here they mentioned that he was short. So here they mentioned he was short. So in the first paragraph of the first sentence they given that he was short. So here they given the pronoun but not the noun. So here he in the sense it is a he is a boy. Okay, so they didn't mention the name. So it is a they didn't mention the name, that's it. So it is a pronoun. So let us see, they would have mentioned in the further paragraph or at the end of the lesson. So you need to watch it and don't skip it. Okay, so he was short. So the person is very short. Okay, he was short and short as well as sharp. He was the brightest boy in the class. So what is the meaning of brightest boy? He was intelligent. Okay, in the class he was the intelligent. His seniors used to ask him to solve their difficulties. So the boy seniors, so if they would their seniors would ask them difficulties, it means a problem. Difficulties means problem. So their seniors would have this boy to ask the difficulties. Okay, in science, in which subject they asked the difficulties? In science. Okay, he could have gone unnoticed in a crowd, but once if you ask him a question related to physics or maths, there was a spark in his eyes. Okay, so if we'll ask anything from the question in the subject maths or physics, there was some brightness in his eyes, or means it is a glow of the face. Okay, he could grasp the theories of science faster than the speed of light. So we know in the science the law that mentioned that the speed of a light can travel much faster. Okay, so here they given that he could hold or he could grasp the theories of science faster than speed of light. How the fraction of seconds, in which fraction of seconds will be the light passes, like that he could grasp the theories of science. Who? Some unknown person. He is a boy. Okay, so now next paragraph we'll see. He came from a poor but educated family. His father was a high school teacher and an avid reader of English lecturer. He, like all the boys in his class, was trying to get admission into some engineering college. The brighter ones wanted to study in the Indian Institute of Technology or the IITs. There was an entrance test for IIT. This boy along with his friends applied to appear for the test. They did not have any special books or coaching. All these IIT aspirants would sit below the shade of a stone mandap close to Chamundi Hills in the sleepy town of Mysore. He was a guide for the others. While the other struggles to solve the problems in the question paper, he would smile shyly and solve them in no time. He sat alone below a tree and dreamt of studying at IIT. It was the ultimate aim for a bright boy at that age, as it still is today. He was then only 16 years old. Okay, so now let us see the meaning of this second paragraph. Okay, he came from a poor but educated family. Who came? An unknown boy came from a poor but highly educated family. So here in the first paragraph they mentioned he was short and he was sharp and the brightest boy in the class, and he can grasp the theories of science much faster than the speed of light. So he came from poor family but educated family. His father was a high school teacher and an avid reader of English lecturer. So what his father will do? His father is a teacher in a high school. Okay, and of a lecturer. Okay, lecturer. he, like all the boys in his class, was trying to get admission into some engineering college. So engineering college, it means he completed his 10th. I mean, he is around nearly 15 years old, okay. Engineering college, he was trying to join in engineering college, okay. The brighter ones wanted to study in the Indian Institute of Technology. So here he wanted to study in the Indian Institute of Technology. It means IITs, okay. So nowadays it is has been a more competition in the IITs. So he wanted to study. Oh, brighter boy, okay. There was an entrance test for IIT. So at the time there was an entrance test in the IIT. This boy along with his friends appeared to the test. So along with the brighter boy, their friends were appeared to the test. Of which test? Entrance test of IIT, okay. They did not have any special books or coaching. So the persons who appear for the IIT test, entrance test, they did not have any special books. I mean, for IIT entrance test nowadays they had a coaching. So at that time there were no coaching and also no special books. All these IIT aspirants would sit below at the shade of stone mandap close to Chamundi Hills in the sleepy town of Mysore. So all these boys, a brighter boy and along with their friends, they would sit in the sleepy town of Mysore and near the shade of a tree. Why they will sit in the shade of a tree? Because it gives us shadow. So to feel peace they will sit there and they will prepare themselves. He was the guide for others. So what they mentioned, he was the guide for others. So what for the other people, he was a guide. It means any doubt if they ask, they will clarify, like a student and teacher, okay. While the other struggles to solve the problems in a question paper, he would smile shyly and solve them in no time. So like his friends will, if they'll see the problem, they will struggle for it. It means it is not getting the answer solution correctly. So what the brighter boy will do, he will just smile, he will smile and he will solve within a fraction of seconds, okay. He sat alone below a tree and dreamt of studying at IIT. So what he did, I said you before that in the sleepy town in Mysore, they'll sit in the shade of a tree. So what he will do at that time, he won't study. He will dream of studying in IIT itself, just as the test for IIT entrance. But what he will do, he'll dream that I am in the IIT, studying in IIT. He will dream that, okay. It was the ultimate aim for any bright boy at that age. And still it is today. So many of them nowadays also it is a dream of studying in IIT. So he was then only 16 years old. So what is his age? 16 years old, okay. Then now next paragraph. The D-Day came. He came to Bangalore, stayed with some relatives and appeared for the entrance test. He did very well but would only say okay when asked. It was the opposite when it came to food. He said okay, it implied bad. When he said good, it implied okay. When he said excellent, it implied good. His principles were never hurt to anyone. So, okay, the D-Day came. So, what is the meaning of D-Day? Dream day came. Okay, dream day. What is meant by dream day? So, what is a brighter boy dream? Appearing of entrance test exam and studying in IIT. So, okay, he came to Bangalore, okay, and stayed with some relatives and appeared for a test. So in the Bangalore, there were relatives of a brightest boy, and he stayed there and he appeared for IIT entrance test exam. He did very well but would say okay when asked. So if after completing the exam, so someone friends or any relatives will ask you how you written your exam. So what will say good or no nothing will say. But what the brighter boy said okay, just okay, okay. It was the opposite when it came to food. When he said okay, it implied bad. When he said good, it implied okay. So what is in food? While food, if someone ask him how is the taste, he said okay. So what did it mean? Bad. If he said good, it is okay, okay. When he said excellent, it is implied good. Excellent, if we say in the food, it implied good. Okay. His principle was never hurt to anyone. What is his principle? Don't hurt to anyone. Okay. Whose principle? Brighter boy one. So now next one, the IIT entrance results came. Okay, he appeared entrance test and the result came. He passed with a high rank. Okay, he passed. What a delight for any student. He was thrilled. Thrilled means happy. He went to his father who was reading a newspaper. So after writing his exam, results too came. He was happy. He was passed in the exams and he went to the father who was reading a newspaper. And now I have passed the exam. Well done, my boy. I want to join IIT. His father stopped reading the paper. So I have passed the exam, daddy. I want to join in IIT. Then what his father said, he stopped the reading a newspaper. He lifted his head, looked at the boy and said with a heavy voice, my son, you are a bright boy. You know our financial position. So he lifted his head and said to the brighter boy that, I know you are a brighter boy and you to know our financial condition. So I have 5 daughters to be married off and there 3 sons to educate. So I have 5, what his father said, I had 5 daughters to marry and 3 sons to educate. I am a salaried person. I cannot afford your expenses at IIT. So I cannot spend your much cost on the IIT because it is too cost. Okay. You stay at Mysore as study as much you want. So what he said, you don't go to Bangalore or any somewhere, just you stay here itself Mysore and you study as much as you want, but don't study in IIT, he said. Who is father? Indeed, it was a difficult situation for any father to say no his brighter son, but circumstances were like that. It was common then for a man to be single earning member with a large family dependent on it. So it is a very common situation as a person, a boy or a father could afford everything in the he would handle every situation in his home, and only a single person can afford total family cost expenses and circumstances were like that. To whom the brighter boy made like that. So it was a single earning for a family. So what he said, 5 daughters and 3 sons. So okay, it is a common. His father was sad that he had to tell the bitter truth to his son, but it could not help it. The boy has to understand reality. The teenager was disappointed. Teenager in the sense, the brighter boy was disappointed. It seems his dreams has burnt into ashes. So what he thought, my dreams came into ashes because I couldn't study in the IIT. I got the seat but I didn't study it, like that he thought. He was so near to fulfilling his fondest hope, yet so far his heart sank in sorrow. He thought that I am fulfilling my dream, I am near to it, but it is far and it had been completed, he thought. He did not reply. He never shared his unhappiness or helplessness with anybody. He was an introvert by nature. His heart was bleeded with, but he did not get angry with anybody. So even though his father didn't agree, he didn't felt anything, but he didn't share with anything with his friends. He was like as a helpless person. Okay, and the day came. His classmates were leaving to Madras. Now Chennai. They were taking a train from Mysore to Madras. They have shared good years in school and college together. He went to the station to say goodbye and good luck for their future life. So how they studied with the friends too. Brighter boy studies with the friends too. So the friends too got the seat in the IIT. So he went for the station and for saying goodbye and for the good luck for their future life. Okay. Where the friends went, Madras. Okay. At the station, his friends were already there. Okay. They were excited and talking loudly. The noise was like a chirping of birds. They were all excited and discussing their the new hostels, new courses, etc. He was not a part of it. So he stood there silently. One of them noticed and said, "You should have made for it." So at the station, their friends were fully excited because new groups, new college, new friends, and everything will be new. So every friend were like shouting, like a chirping of birds. Means birds will shout at the time. So like this they were compared. Okay. So one of them, his friend were observed that why you are so silent, you should go for it, like that he encouraged him. Okay, he did not reply, he only wished all of them. They waved at the station and the train slowly left from the platform. He said goodbye and left the platform. Okay, he stood there even after he could no longer see the train or the waving hands. It was June of 1962 in Mysore city. Monsoon had set in and it was dark. It was started to drizzle. Yet he stood there motionless. So still it is dark and still it is drizzling. He stood like that, alonely, like a motionless person in the year 1962 in Madras city. Mysore city. He said to himself without anger or jealousy, all students from the IIT study well and do big things in life, but it is not the institution. Ultimately, it is you and you alone who can change your life by hard work. So he said himself that by not getting any angerness or jealousy, what he said, people will study in the IITs to settle in their life, to do big things in their life, but it is not an institution. Okay, so we need to change our life by doing hard work. Okay, probably he was not aware that he was following the philosophy of the Bhagavad Gita. Your best friend is yourself and your worst enemy is yourself. So he studied the Bhagavad Gita. In that a sentence or a quote had been given that thought, your best friend is yourself and your enemy is yourself. Okay, later he worked very hard and focused on one thing, never bothering about the person's life or comforts. He shared his wealth with others. He never used the help of any caste, community or political connection to got up in the life. So later he worked very hard and focused on his success, and he never bothered about the personal information that had given by his father about their financial condition. And he used to, every time he used to help others, encourage others and do for others, but he didn't got what he thought. Okay, a son of a school teacher showed other Indians it was possible to earn wealthy legally and ethically. He built a team for people who were equally good. He became a pioneer of India's software industry and started the information technology way. Today he has become an icon of simplicity, uncompromising quality and fairness. Apart from being philanthropist, he really believes in the motto powered by intellect and driven by values. He is none other than Nagavara Ramarao Narayana Murthy, the founder of Infosys, a leading IIT company in the world. So at lastly, finally, he decided that he is not the student in the IIT. He is the founder of IIT. Okay, he decided to do founder of IIT, and he did. He kept Infosys in the world, which is founder of Infosys, leading IIT company in the world, not only in India, in the world. So he did it. He is not studied in IIT, but he built the IIT Infosys for in the world, Indian technology. Okay. So philanthropist, what is mean by philanthropist? One who devotes his service or wealth for love of mankind. So what I said, he would every time he would help the people, persons, friends, and he would devote his wealth, and totally he will, because what is his principle? Don't hurt anyone. So it is the main principle of this lesson. Who is the brighter boy? The brighter boy was Nagavara Ramarao Narayana Murthy. So he was the brightest boy. Who was, they were saying in the starting that he was a short, he was a sharp, he was a more intelligent person who would grasp the theories of science much faster than the speed of light, who would devote the love of mankind to the wealth for the persons, and whose principle is don't hurt to anyone, and who never hurted any time, nor he was like a helpless, motionless person who didn't share his feelings, his personal life with any other. He is nothing more, none other than Nagavara Ramarao Narayana Murthy. So now he is the founder of Infosys in the IIT in the whole world. So guys, this is the reading C of class 10 chapter number 1. So I think you understood this video. So if you understood this video, don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe to KB School Education. Thank you for watching.